Hello, everyone. We are live, right? I guess we are live.
I believe that we
So,
are live. We are live.
we
We
are
are
live
live.
again. Oh,
Oh
I'm
my
so happy to be
goddess.
here.
I'm so happy to be here also.
Yeah. So this
Look
is
at this
our
beauty.
round two of talking about Cosmic Tantra Community. We had a call on Thursday, and now we are having a call today. And now, what has happened for me since then is I actually filled out the form to be the founding member, and I had a really good time doing it. But coming back to what I really want to talk about, because I was looking at the application, I was reading about the community online, and the first line as you enter is it says the Cosmic Tantra Community brings together consciousness explorers on the awakening path, seeking to anchor a new paradigm of love, sexuality, and authentic human connection. Yum, yum, yum. Now, there are so many things which light up for me when I read that. But Ariel, I really want to ask you, like, when you wrote this new paradigm of love, what was happening with you? Like, just tell me about this new paradigm of love.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for your energy. I just felt so lit up by your joy. Um, so it's funny, whenever I say the new paradigm, I also want to acknowledge that it's also an ancient paradigm. That it's not something that we are creating for the first time. It's something that's being remembered, like in our bodies and opening through our cellular DNA. Um, we can see if that's coming from other ancient civilizations, but there's something that we are remembering. So to me, this new and ancient paradigm of love is one where we are operating in such deep connection to our wholeness, to our infinite nature, to the knowing that we are expressions of source, that there is nothing in us that is operating from a place of lack, that love could ever be taken away or love could ever disappear, because we are love. And, I remember thinking just yesterday, it's like, what if I could genuinely just operate from the knowing that regardless of who I'm connecting with, that whenever I experience an expression of love, that, oh, that's just God being reflected to me. That's just the universe speaking through this vessel, reminding me of the love that I am. And really just imagining how would our experience of love and safety change if we knew that love could never disappear. So taking it a step deeper, what do I experience as, some might say, the mainstream dominant paradigm of love? I'm not even going to call it the dominant paradigm. I'm just going to call it the mainstream paradigm of love. I actually experience more as fear, insecurity, and control cloaked as love. That we've been so conditioned to believe that we're not enough, that we need to have and own and buy all these things outside of us to change how we look, just to be worthy of love, to be desirable. And that's like the interesting cross wiring between love and sex, like really feeling into how much of our life we base around like the both the fear that we're not desirable and also the deep longing to be desirable.
Mm.
And how that fear of not being enough, that fear that there's something wrong with me, that if a person really knew who I was, they wouldn't want to stay. And how that fear that we're not whole and enough causes us to act in ways that are inauthentic to who we truly are, and how we actually start to subtly like manipulate or try and control or try to coerce or try to put ourselves in the right place at the right time so the person sees us so that we can control circumstances for love to stay, because of that forgetting of who we truly are and what is available to us in that space.
Thank you for teasing that out. I really loved how you brought in so many different threads. And what really connected for me there was like just, as you were sharing things, what came up for me is like, I have my desire to be seen and liked. And at times that becomes a shadow, a need to be desired and liked, and the things I do for all of those things. But then this also segues into something you were talking about before our call is um, this community is also about exploring intimacy as an awakening path. And I wonder if you want to just say more on that.
Yeah. The concept of intimacy as an awakening path is really what I've come to through my own deepening into my authentic expression of spirituality. And, along with some potent experiences with plant medicine and psychedelics, I would say that my grounded path of really finding my connection with the divine has been through navigating how to be in right relationship in my intimate and sexual relationships. And what I mean by right relationship is being so deeply devoted to knowing and feeling what my authentic truth is, what is honoring of my heart and my body and my truth in every moment. That is the baseline of how I open to intimacy with others. That when I'm connecting with you, like you're a beautiful human, I desire connection with you. This practice of even if I have that desire for connection with you, I'm not going to go about getting it in a way that would compromise me being in connection with that core central channel of when I'm totally open, when I'm totally grounded, which is also when I'm most available to connection to the divine. Because when I'm out of integrity with myself, when I'm in shame or contraction or in performance, it's like that clear channel kind of becomes like, and just getting to this place over and over again, where even though the surface level goodies of maybe like wooing you in might feel good in the moment, my deeper devotion is connection with source, and that I can engage in all of my relationships as this beautiful practice of shifting from either or, meaning, oh, I can have the connection that I desire or stay in integrity with myself, to it is through devotion to staying in integrity with myself and my connection to source that I open to the beauty of intimacy with all of life, and how that becomes this like delicious and beautiful feedback loop where intimacy and one more level community, when you have a group of people who all have these common values of intimacy as this devotional practice, it's this beautiful pathway, which I'm so excited to be attracting more people in who value this. Like this idea of being self-led has been coming up a lot, of people kind of feeling like the beauty of being self-led on our journeys, where we've done enough work to, yes, we hire the mentors and the coaches and the guides when it feels aligned. And we trust ourselves enough to lead ourselves on this journey. And from that place, like welcome in like the beautiful support and reflection of people who are also on that path. So much fun.
So much fun. I needed that bit of pause to let it all sink in. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. That feels so juicy. I want to sit with it a bit more. And it ties in so well with what we discussed last week. We talked about staying in our own integrity while exploring our pleasure. And then now we are tying that with intimacy. So I think we are diving in deeper as we are sharing about the community with the folks on social media. Um, and with that, I think what we did not do last time and what we wanted to do on this call is talk about our theme for the month. Would you like to share our theme for the month?
Yes. So just so y'all know that the structure of this global online community that is the Cosmic Tantra Community. So for those of you who've been tuning in, applications to apply as founding members opened last Thursday. So the doors to our online portal, which is Mighty Networks, it's similar to Facebook, but off of Facebook, a private curated platform where we get to go dive deep together. So the doors to that online community are opening this Thursday. And that's going to mark the beginning of this ongoing monthly membership where it's always open. You know, if now feels like the time for you to apply and come in as a founding member and really help to shape and anchor in, like I'm describing it as the energetic infrastructure of the community, there's something really potent in that. And the community is designed in such a way where regardless of when you enter in, you just get to dive right into the context of what we're working with on a monthly basis. So for the first month, this is a concept that I came up with a year or so ago, and I call it clean love. What does it mean to love cleanly? Which invites us, you know, to go into these deeper looks of all the places where we hold what I would call distortions. A distortion is anything that pulls us out of that clear channel of giving and receiving, where we're so deeply connected to our worth and our body and our inner knowing that our heart just gets to remain open because we're embodied in our boundaries, we're embodied in our values. So a distortion is anything that pulls us out of that clear channel. So it could be shame, it could be self-judgment, it could be insecurity, it could be guilt, like religious conditioning, like anything that has us feel guilty about who we are, what we want, and what we need, pulls us out of that ability to love cleanly. So I'm going to bite size it. So just so y'all know, each month there'll be a live video transmission into the group where I'll do a teaching. Like, so this month I'll do a greater teaching on clean love and how we're going to work with it in the community. So like the snippet is really looking at how do we anchor these new blueprints of like the new paradigm of love into the world, and how do we create safe spaces for others to do the same. So this idea of loving cleanly, where there's no hidden agendas, there's nothing being desired but not spoken, or hidden expectations that have us put hooks into other people. And this process of really cleaning out and refining anything in us that is operating in anything other than truth, love, compassion, and both devotion and non-attachment simultaneously, which in itself is a wild art. So I'm excited to dive into that monthly theme this month. And the way that it works is each month we'll come out with the monthly theme. We'll get to seep and stew in it for a week or so in the community. And then we have a Cosmic Tantra play container, which is a live, guided experience held via Zoom, where we play different connection games like within the context of the monthly theme. And then about a week or two later, we have our monthly town hall and integration call, where we go out and we practice and explore this idea of clean love in our in-person relationships, in our in-person community, and also ideally with the relationships that we're cultivating within the global online membership of the Cosmic Tantra Community. And we gather together and we talk about it. We offer our insights and our reflections and our challenges, and harvest those insights into the collective wisdom of the community. So I'm excited about what's coming through, and I'm excited to be able to talk about it with you.
Clean love. I'm excited to be on this call. So just to recap, we talked about the structure that the enrollments are ongoing. So if you have a desire to jump in with us now, a big yes to that. And if you desire that later on would be a good time for you, the enrollments are ongoing, so you can apply at any time. The membership is monthly. And I guess just to recap, what's included is we'll have a theme for the month. That theme will be explored. You will give a bite-sized transmission of it on a video. There will be a monthly integration call on which we'll explore it together. And we also have mighty networks on which we could be having discussions regarding that theme. And we have a play container for the month. So those are some of the things which are the features. Yeah.
And the play containers, some people are like, what is this, a Cosmic Tantra play container? The play containers are really, we play these series of different authentic connection games and communication games that are really focused on the underlying energetics of how we create connection. So we're really going into the subtlety that underlies the way that we both give and receive love in every aspect of life.
Yeah. I've attended a few of those in the past, and they're really juicy.
Yep. Thank you for being in them and for being a supportive role. Pushkar is going to be and is like a really meaningful part of this community. He's been an immense help. You've been an immense help holding the tech space and also just bringing the loving presence that you are. And I'm so excited to have both you and the amazing Karina as moderators in the Cosmic Tantra community, because I really am operating from this place of I am carrying a transmission.
Yeah.
Right. And there are other people who are bringing these beautiful energies. No one person is meant to hold this container. So I'm just so grateful for you and Karina, and also the way this community and the offerings will continue to grow as our community grows.
So happy you are carrying this transmission forward, because honestly, there is so much ease and joy in flowing with you and co-creating with you. and the lovely people who you attract yourself to. Well, I'm calling myself and Karina included.
Yeah, you are lovely.
It's a treat to be, it's a gift to be in your field. Yeah.
Thank you, love.
Is there anything else which we need to share in the media, social media land before we?
I think we're good. As always, if any of you who are watching have any questions, I really invite you to reach out to me or to Pushkar. Your questions are also just incredibly helpful, because if you have a question, most likely someone else is wondering the same thing. So you asking me helps me to create even more clarity in the community. We'll post a link to the application and the landing page for Cosmic Tantra in the comments below. And I'm excited to open the doors to our community on Thursday.
Fantastic. Oh, I had one piece before we go off. So I guess, I know applications have been flowing in since we opened it last week. So just knowing how people are, sometimes when people are writing things is different than when you and me are talking, right? Are there some pointers which you want to share with the people who are applying, which helps you, tune into them better?
Yes. So, and this is something that's written like before, for those of you who are inspired to fill out the application, when you actually get to the application page, I really invite you to read the invitations that immediately lead up to filling in the questions. Mainly that the application isn't just like a throwaway thing. It's not just like, oh, you fill out some words and then you come in. The questions are really intentionally designed because the people who come in as founding members, there is really a certain level of self-awareness and devotion that we're wanting to feel that is essential for what we're creating in the community. It's really inviting you to be fully present with yourself and what is actually genuinely true for you in regards to these questions, and inviting, like imagining that you were sitting across from me, and answering from that place. Like, I want to know you. I want to feel you. So please bring presence into the filling out of the application. We've had some exquisite, like, oh my goodness, Pushkar, like the things that people are saying, I'm going to like ask permission for some people if I can just share their responses, because that in itself is just an amazing reflection of the community. And there are some people who, it's not that I don't feel like the love, but it's like like less than a sentence. Like I can just feel there wasn't a lot of intention put in. And those people will receive an email saying, hey, we're going to invite you to fill out the application again with more presence and more intention, and to have it be between 2 and 4 sentences to put like some juice into it. So that's the invitation. This community like really wants your fullness of who you are. And that's what I'll say about that.
Oh, no, thank you. I really want to acknowledge that piece about your love and care, where, if you notice someone has sent a smaller, or small note, you reach out and tell them, hey, we would love to have, dive in deeper with you. So if you could just fill out in a fuller format, that would be good. So that just shows your love and care. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking.
I feel complete, Ariel. Is there anything else you want to share?
This feels good to me. I'm so grateful.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Aloha.
Aloha.